Hi everyone, let's solve for the value of x. All right, the first thing we need to do here is let's bring this into the other side of the equation. And if we do that, we are going to have x to the power of 6 minus what? X minus 1 to the power of 6 is equal to 0. Now recall this law of exponents or indices that states that a to the power of m multiplied by what? Raised to the power of n actually is equal to a to the power of m multiplied by n. So since we have 6, we can say that 6 is 2 multiplied by 3, right? Yes. So we go ahead to do that. So we write x to the power of 3 raised to the power of 2, right? Minus, then we have x minus 1 to the power of 3 raised to the power of 2 as well is equal to what? 0. Let's use block, what is it called? Block brackets here. Okay, so this is what we have. Now if you look closely, you will notice that we have what? X, we have square and we have square. That means this can be treated as difference of two squares. So for us to do that, recall that a squared minus b squared is equal to a minus b, okay, multiplied by a plus b. Now in this case, our a is what? X to the power of 3, and our b is x minus 1 to the power of 3. So to express it in this form, we are going to have a minus b, that is x minus 3 minus x minus 1 to the power of 3. Okay, so we are going to have this multiplied by this plus this, right? So it's going to be x to the power of 3 plus what? X minus 1 to the power of 3. Now this is equal to 0. Since we have these two things and they are equal to 0, we can actually say let this be equal to 0 and let this be equal to 0. Recall that we are actually looking for the 6 values of x. So I'd like you to stay put, pick up your popcorn and don't go anywhere, okay? All right, so we can now write the first one as what? X to the power of 3 minus x minus 1 to the power of 3 is equal to 0, right? Then the second one, that x to the power of 3 plus x minus 1 to the power of 3 is also equal to 0. Now we are going to start from here first. Let's solve this. Then we are going to come back to solve this, all right? Now for this one, we have an identity here, an algebra identity that states that a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3 is equal to what? A minus b, all right, multiplied by a squared plus ab plus b squared. So that is the algebra identity for a minus b. So a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3. So it's going to be a minus b, and our a is x, our b is x minus 1. So we are going to write the first bracket is a minus b. Please don't ignore the shadow, okay? So the first one is x minus what? X minus 1. That is a minus b. All right. Now, the second bracket is going to be a squared, that is x squared, minus ab, that is minus, our a is x and our b is what? X minus 1. All right. So that is our ab. Then plus, oh sorry, everything is plus b squared, that is x minus 1 squared, right? X minus 1 squared, and everything is equal to 0. Recall that we are solving for this. Okay, now let's solve. We can open this bracket now, right? So we have x, now minus times x will give us minus x, minus times minus 1 will give us plus 1. Then for this bracket we have x squared plus, now x times x will give us x squared again, x times minus 1 will give us minus x, plus, then we have another identity here, an identity that states that a minus b all squared, okay, is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, now in this case our a is x while our b is 1. So we are going to express this in that form, the form I just deleted. So it's going to be a squared, that is x squared, minus 2ab that is 2 times x times 1, which is still 2x, okay, plus b squared, that is plus 1 squared, which is still plus 1. All right, now everything is equal to what? Is equal to 0. Then we write x minus x is actually 0. So what we have here is 1 multiplied by this, and 1 multiplied by anything is still that thing. So we are going to ignore this bracket, okay? So we are going to concentrate on this. So what we have now is there's no need for this bracket anymore. We have actually opened the bracket. So x squared plus x squared plus x squared will give us 3x squared, right? So this is what we have. So we have 3x squared, all right? Now minus x minus 2x will give us minus 3x, okay, then plus 1 plus 1, all right, is equal to 0. I'm going to clean everything, yeah, for now. The only thing I'm going to leave is this second one. So this second part of the equation is what I'll write somewhere because we need it. X plus to the power of 3 plus x minus 1 to the power of 3 is equal to 0. So we are coming back to that, remember. Okay, if this is the first time you're coming across this channel, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, then also on your notification bell so that you don't miss our amazing videos. So let's continue then. We are going to solve this using the quadratic equation formula that says that x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything divided by 2a. Now, what is our a? The coefficient of x squared, which is 3. What is our b? Coefficient of x, which is minus 3. And our c is our constant, which is 1. So we are going to substitute that x is equal to minus 3 will give us plus 3, plus or minus square root of what? Minus 3 squared, which is 9, minus 4ac, that is 4 times 3 times 1, which is what? 12. Okay, divided by 2a, that is 2 times 3, which is what? 6. Okay, so we have that x is equal to 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 minus 12 will give us minus 3, okay, divided by 6. So our x is equal to 3 plus or minus square root of 3i divided by 6. Okay, now we can see that we have gotten the first value of x, the second value of x. Yes, I just want to let you know so that you not ask me where are the 5 values of x that we are looking for. So our x1 now is 3 plus root 3i over 6, and x2 is what? 3 minus root 3i over 6. Now we are going back to the other one that I told you I don't want to clean, and that one says x to the power of 3 plus x minus 1 to the power of 3 is equal to 0. I copied it here. So you'll be like, where is this woman copying this from? Remember, I copied it here. Okay, so we have solved here and we have gotten the first and second value of x. Let's solve here to get the third, the fourth, and the fifth. Yes. Now we have that x to the power of 3 plus, okay, this time around we have a to the power of 3 plus b to the power of 3. And this is equal to a plus b, okay, multiplied by a squared minus ab plus b squared, okay, a plus b multiplied by a squared minus ab plus b squared. So if we do that, we are going to have our a is x and our b is x minus 1. So the first equation or the first bracket should be a minus b, right? So it's going to be x minus 1, all right? Now the second bracket will contain what? A squared, that is x squared plus 2ab, sorry, right? Sorry, this place is plus, we are adding, and this will carry minus, yeah. So it's going to be a squared minus ab, which is going to be x multiplied by x minus 1, okay? Then plus b squared, which is going to be x minus 1 squared. All right, everything is equal to 0. So we have x plus x minus 1, all right? Then here we are going to have x squared minus x times x will give us minus x squared, okay? Minus x times minus 1 will give us plus x, okay? Now plus we have x minus 1 squared. Recall that a minus b all squared is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, so our a is x and our b is 1. So we are going to have a squared, that is x squared, minus 2ab, that is 2 times x times 1, which is 2x, plus b squared, that is plus 1 squared, and everything is equal to 0. So we have x plus x is 2x. So we are going to have 2x minus 1. Okay. And in this bracket, we are going to have x squared minus x squared is 0. So we only have one x squared remaining. So we have x squared. Now we have x minus 2x. We give us minus x. And we have only one remaining. That is plus 1. Everything is equal to 0. So from here we have two equations. Yes, so we have 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, and we have x squared minus x plus 1 is equal to 0. So from here we can say that 2x is equal to 1. All right, then we can also say divided by 2 divided by 2 that our x is equal to half. So this becomes the third value of our x. Hope you are counting it. Now let's continue. When you look at this one, we can solve this using the quadratic equation formula, which states that x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac everything divided by 2a. So our x is equal to, our b is minus 1. So it's going to be minus minus, which is plus, plus or minus square root of b squared, that is minus 1 squared, which will still give us 1. Then minus 4ac, 4 times 1, right? Which will still give us 4. Divided by 2a, that is 2 times 1, which is 2. Okay, permit me to clean this. I think we already know that the first and the second value is here. So permit me to clean this and solve here. Okay, now we have that our x is equal to 1 plus or minus. Please watch to the end and see how we substituted what we got into the equation to prove that it is right. Okay, so we are going to have x is equal to 1 plus or minus square root of minus 3 divided by 2. So this is going to be x is equal to 1 plus or minus, so this is going to be root 3i, because this is same thing as square root of 3 multiplied by square root of minus 1, right? So it's going to be square root of 3i divided by 2. Then your x is equal to 1 plus or minus square root of 3i divided by 2. Oh, I'm repeating myself. So that simply means that we have the fourth and the fifth value of x here. Okay, this is the third. Now the fourth and the fifth are here. The fourth is 1 plus root 3i divided by 2, and fifth is 1 minus root 3i divided by 2. Now let's show that these solutions are correct. Okay, now recall that the only real root we have here is half. So we say half raised to the power of 6 is equal to half minus 1 raised to the power of 6. So what we have here is 1 to the power of 6 is still 1, and 2 to the power of what? 6 is equal to, I don't want to expand this yet. Now half minus 1 will give you what? Half. So you still have half to the power of 6, which is same thing with what we have here. I was not even supposed to stress myself going this further, because when you factorize what you have this side, you also have half to the power of 6, which is same thing with what we have here, half to the power of 6. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day.